Hi, George Vincent here, your host from L.I.F.E. I have a special treat for you today. We are here on location in sunny Las Vegas. Las Vegas, known for many things like the Vegas Strip, beautiful resort-style casinos, gambling, and fine dining. But did you also know that it's famous for the home of CinemaCon? Every year, CinemaCon is hosted at the spectacular Caesars Palace. Let's take a look. CinemaCon is one of the largest conventions where theater owners and filmmakers from around the world come together and decide which films will be featured in theaters near you. CinemaCon, formerly known as Show West, was established by NATO, the North Association of Theater Owners, in 1976, and has been hosted by Caesars Palace since 2011. Over the past 10 years, moviegoers have changed the way they watch film and TV. Streaming services have changed the playing field and have the film industry and cinema owners scrambling to find a way to bring their audience back to the theater. Bringing in new technology like 8K film projectors, new and improved surround sound, better 3D glasses, more comfortable seating, and the new 4D eMotion immersive theater experience. All of this and more that can only be experienced in a theater setting. CinemaCon wouldn't be the same without Gran Turismo. Theater owners are even offering new interactive video games to draw you back into their cinemas. Everyone's heading over to a luncheon with the great Martin Scorsese. Check this out. Even famous film directors like Martin Scorsese, Christopher Nolan, and famous actors like Zendaya, Melissa McCarthy come to CinemaCon in support of people coming back to the theater to watch their films. One of the best things about CinemaCon is the award show and after party.
How honored I am to be here, to be sharing the stage with so many people that I look up to and admire in this industry, to be here with all of you. Thank you, NATO, for this incredible honor. I'm so grateful to my incredible partners, MGM and Warner Brothers. Thank you for your support and believing in me, as well as the work we get to do together. I love what I do. I love what I do so much, and I'm so grateful for all of you, because without all of you, what I do wouldn't have a home or place to go. I think my gift is storytelling. That's what I love to do, and it means nothing if those stories don't get to the people they need to get to. I think in a theater, that's where someone can feel seen. That's where someone can feel less alone. That's when someone can escape. That's where someone can build a new dream. And I have been witness to that, and I've experienced it myself. Literally, my first date was when I was 15 years old, and it was to go see Spider-Man in 3D. And now I consider myself honored to be able to buy a ticket and sneak into the back of one of your theaters, which I've done many times before, and watch my own. And it's been so special because I get to watch what the movie-going experience does for people. It's healing and it's magical, and I feel so grateful to be a part of it. So thank you so much for this honor. Thank you for tonight. Thank you for all you do, and I hope to continue working with you for many years to come.
Welcoming Chris and Emma to the stage and congratulating them as the winners of the NATO Spirit of the Industry Award.
I just want to join everybody else in thanking John. It's been the most incredible privilege watching him firsthand advocate for theatre owners, large and small. And I want to be really clear that for me, it feels in watching him do his work that he's also advocating for filmmakers like us. All filmmakers who believe in the theatrical experience, both creatively, but also as an economic reality. That's how our business works. That's why we're able to make the movies that we make, your theatres. we're at the point in our filmmaking process that we reach on every movie where the sort of creative work is done and we're getting to the point where we have to put our baby out into the real world. And it is a terrifying process. And regularly at this point in the process, we kind of look at each other and ask the question why we do this, regularly. And we've been doing it long enough at this point to know that the answer soon comes. And usually that answer is when we're standing in the back of one of your theatres watching the first paid audiences watch our movies. And, you know, don't get me wrong, our jobs, they really are the best in the world. But there's something about watching an audience who's bothered to come out of their house, sit within those four walls of a theatre and be transported by the stories that we get to tell, that makes sense of everything that we do. It's a massively important part of the process, and for us, a film doesn't really exist until it's in the theatre. So thank you very much for allowing us to do what we do.
I'm going to take a minute to explain why this means so much to me, so much to us. I was walking past a beautiful Regal theatre in Manhattan recently. We had fantastic LED displays showing coming attractions. And as I walked past, a young man walked in the other direction. And without breaking step, just carrying on his way, he said to me as he passed, "You make the world a better place." And then he was gone into the night. And I thought a couple of things. First thing I thought is, my agents never said anything as nice as that to me. And then I started to reflect on all of us who work in movies, from the studios, distributors, executives, theatre owners, marketers, the people serving the popcorn. We're all engaged in a process that in some small way can make the world a better place, does make the world a better place. It's an absolute good because we all work in what is the greatest art form ever created. The one that combines pictorial beauty, two-dimensional, three-dimensional, sound, music, language. It can combine the subjective experience of another human being the way a novel can, but it can combine that at the same time with the empathetic experience of being in a theatre and feeling what the rest of the audience is feeling. And so I thought, what a wonderful sentiment. And if I'm to be completely honest, what the young man actually said was, "You make the world a better place for Mr. Sorkin," clearly having mistaken me for Aaron Sorkin, the great screenwriter of The Social Network. But I think the sentiment still stands. And I think it stands not just for the great Aaron Sorkin, but for all of us who work in movies. Because what movie theaters provide, what movies provide, is entertainment, it's emotion, it's enjoyment, it's catharsis, it's fear, it's everything. It's a wonderful thing to be involved with. We're all incredibly privileged to be a part of it. And those of us who've been called upon sort of outrageously to defend it over the last few years are often accused, I'm often accused of magical thinking, of nostalgia, of daydreaming, as opposed to a sound business plan. And it's taken the last few years for us all to realize that when you're talking about movies, magical thinking, nostalgia, daydreaming, that is the sound business plan. It's the only sound business plan. That's what movies are.
That's it, guys, from CinemaCon 2023. Until next time.